Hi lovelies, I'm Deanna and welcome back to my channel, Greenish. Firstly, I just wanted to say thank you for being here, and secondly, I hope you are all hanging in there well during this time of isolation and social distancing. I know it can be hard. I know it's been rough for me, for my kiddo, and for a lot of friends of mine. So I just hope that you are staying safe, healthy, both mentally and physically. So that is just something I wanted to say to you all. So kind of on that topic of like social distancing and really trying to be really self-aware with not spreading germs, I thought I'd do an update on a video that I've done on how do I clean my brushes. So today I'm going to do on how I clean, sanitize my brushes, as well as my makeup. And then I'm going to talk about some of the lifespan of your products while we're here, because I think it's important to clean your makeup, clean your skincare products, and that kind of thing. So anyway, let's get to it. So let's start with cleaning your makeup brushes. I know it seems tedious, but this is a really important part of your beauty routine that you need to get into a habit of. So, you know, people say like a good rule of thumb is like once a week. If you don't feel like that's attainable, then every 2 weeks, just try it. I mean, the best thing, and especially the brushes that you use the most, just really, it's important, because your brushes, your makeup actually is a breeding ground for a lot of skin health issues. I mean, everything from dermatitis to acne. It can actually promote and agitate rosacea if you have that. It can also cause cold sores, eye infections. You get the idea. So this is an important step in your beauty routine. Just think of it like that, whether you wash them once a week or if you wash them every couple of weeks. Now, as a makeup artist, after every job, I wash every single brush, just like this I'm going to show you. And when I do have, like if I'm working a show or if I have multiple clients, I usually have several brushes of that type. But if I have to clean a brush in between, I do use a brush cleaner. I will show you that. I wouldn't suggest doing that all the time and getting into the habit of that unless you're a makeup artist, just because there are some chemicals in there, but I rather have that. It's natural based, but I rather have that than having somebody catch something from my brush and get an infection. So there you go. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and get started with brushes. Okay, so I'm in my laundry room, as you can see, and I just thought I'd just have it so you can see the sink view and you can watch what I'm doing. So this is actually a Sigma Spa brush cleaning mat. You do not need this. I just like something that is washable, that is not a towel or my hand to use for something that's just more of an abrasive surface to rub the brushes on. So it's completely up to you. Mat is completely optional, but I'm going to use it. So this is the Sigma mat, and it just lays onto your sink, and then you can just wash your brushes against this for texture, okay? For just an abrasive surface. That's all it is used for. But I like the fact that it's washable. It's not gonna make my hands as dry as I'm washing it on there because I am using warm water. So yeah, so there's that. It's optional. So I'm gonna show you this, and I'm gonna show how I've done it against my hand. There is also the brush egg, which you can see is dirty, but you can also, this is something that's inexpensive as well if you don't want to use your hand or use a towel to do it on. So it's completely up to you. Okay, so I have washed with baby shampoo. I've washed with charcoal bars, but in recent times, I don't know if it's as I'm getting older, I'm using more products like that are more hydrating for myself, that I'm finding that I can't get the oil out of my brushes as much. And I've done this throughout the years where I've used a little bit of oil with the baby shampoo that I've used, or the charcoal bar. So I'll just add a little bit of oil. But I've been doing this more on the regular, where I've been using just a basic dish soap. This is really gentle. It's clean as well as far as ingredients. Or you can use baby shampoo as well. Okay, I'm just gonna show you what I do. So it's about, I would say 3 parts dish soap. You probably need more for all these brushes, but we're just going to show this way. And then you can use any oil. You can use olive oil, you can use canola oil, sunflower oil, but I'm gonna use avocado oil, okay? And like I said, 3 parts and probably a part of oil. You do not need much. This is because oil absorbs oil. This is just even like with skincare, okay? Like even if you're oily skin, you don't think you need to moisturize, but it's so important. Okay, so the oil absorbs oil, so you just can shake it around. You can stir it up if you want to. And let me just show you via one of my many dirty brushes here. So this is a foundation brush, and I know that this is gonna have a lot of oil products in it. All you're gonna do is do this, and you're gonna want, swirl it around. You don't need much. You put on warm water. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll talk a little bit louder. Warm water, not hot water, okay? I'm gonna show you how I do it in my hand, but remember I have this mat below down here in the sink as well. So, just gonna, once it gets warm, not hot, because that can loosen up the glue. You really don't want to get water in the ferrule part of the brush. Here's the crimp, here's the ferrule, here are the brush strands. You do not want to get water in it. That's what happens and gets loose hairs and things like that. And also drying it upwards. You want to dry it flat, which I'll show you a little bit later. So I need to get warm water. You can make it go a little lower to save water. I'm just showing you like this. So swirling it around, causing a little bit of emulsification, emulsification, until it kind of runs through. So you will get it disinfected by doing this because you're doing about 30 seconds plus. Now look at that. Look how clean that is. And that's because that oil just pulled out all of those, that color in the oil-based products. Now when I clean my brushes, before I lay them flat, I like to just kind of squeeze the water out. You can squeeze the water out this way. Try not to be too harsh with them. And then you're just gonna lay them flat. I'm gonna show you how I'm doing. You're gonna lay it flat on the counter, and I will show my brushes at the end, because you wanna make sure that the air gets around the brush like this so it dries properly. Because if you have a towel or whatever, it can still be damp underneath. Does that make sense? Hopefully that does. Okay. So, and you can do multiple brushes. Like I'll do a couple more. And then I'm gonna grab the camera and show how I'm doing it on the mat, just so you can see it. It's a point of reference. So I'm just gonna, the soap, oil mix. Okay, with this Sigma brush cleaning mat, you can see that there is one side that's about eyes, and then there's another side that's face. So you wash here, and then it says refine here, and then you rinse here, okay? So I'm just gonna show you some eye brushes, and then I will do some face brushes. So I'm gonna turn on the water, warm water. Hopefully you can still hear me. Okay, get my little soap oil mixture. Turn it down just a little bit, warm water, okay. So we're gonna start with the wash eye area. Wow, look at that, it's definitely getting, and I'm freehanding this, so. And then the refine, and the rinse. Very cool. Okay, and then I'm going to do a face brush. I'm going to do it on the other side. Let me get some soap and oil mixture, as you can see. And I'm just going to go, ooh, gross. Yeah, all that makeup coming out. A little more water in there. And then I'm going to refine here. You can see some of that color coming out. And then we'll rinse it in the rinse area. Wow. I'm seeing the water is clean. It's clear now. Very cool. So that's how this mat works. Again, it's not necessary, but I kind of like the fact that I don't have to get my hands all wet and they get all dry. So, as you can see, very clean. And again, I'm just going to squeeze out any kind of the water gently. Again, you don't want to press it because you can loosen up the hairs. Just going to lightly do that with the towel. So another thing that you want to do is to clean the handles of your brushes. Just because of the product that we come into, we're touching our face, we're touching our compacts, you want to make sure that you clean your actual brush handles as well. So you just take alcohol 99, I just put it into a little spray bottle. And it doesn't really matter what brand. I don't use a specific brand. You can go on Amazon. Most beauty stores will have them, but you want to make sure it says 99 isopropyl alcohol. I think there's like 97%, and that should work as well to kill most things. Okay, so you just spray the handle down. And then the ferrule as well. So there you go. Just like that, nice and clean, and do that with all of your brushes. Okay, as you can see, all the brushes have plenty of air circulating around them. Do you see how I'm hanging it off of the counter just like that so they can dry properly all the way around the brush? And then when they're done, I like to just spray them down with alcohol 99, just like that. Just gently spray them down just for that extra step. So when I do use something in between clients versus washing the brushes with the soap and the oil, I do use this product called Perian Spirit. It's a brush cleaner. It's citrus based, so it's clean-ish, but it does have some things that'll really get the products out. So it's a great product, but it is also strong. Just like the alcohol 99, you want to make sure that you're in a well ventilated room whenever you're using the alcohol 99 or something like this. I do put that in a spray bottle like this. You can use it in plastic, it doesn't have to be in glass. And then you can also buy, I love this for on the go, where it has this little strainer in the bottom and you can pour the actual Perian Spirit in there, so you have something to kind of rub it against that abrasive kind of texture to really get into the brushes and get them clean. So again, Perian Spirit, you can get it at most beauty stores and Namies. You can get that online. But I would only do this if you're a makeup artist in between clients. If you really like something in between, instead of washing every single day, I would just do the hand washing once a week if you can. So just like you have to clean your makeup brushes, you need to clean up your makeup as well. This needs to be part of your beauty routine. So when you do plan on cleaning your makeup brushes, maybe do this as well, but I can show you some daily tips that you can do to keep them clean on the go versus doing it all in one lump time along with the brushes, okay? So when I talk about cleaning your makeup, I'm also talking about cleaning your eyeshadow palettes, your cream products like your lipsticks, your cream highlighters, things like that. So I'm gonna show you how I quickly do this, because every time I work a job as a makeup artist, I come home, I take everything out of my kit and I clean and sanitize properly. It's what I do every single time, because God forbid I pass on an infection from a client that was asymptomatic, that was on my product, on my brushes, you get the idea, right? And it's the same with your own products, because you could have something that you don't even know until it flares up until a couple weeks later, and you're like, oh my gosh, and now you got to throw out your makeup, your mascara. We've all had styes, we've all had, little friends that have popped up, and it's usually from that and hormonal and things like that, but it can happen from your products as well. And if you have like eczema or rosacea, that can sometimes make it worse. It can make it more problematic because you have dirty brushes or dirty products, that kind of thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you, it's so easy. All you need to do is take your eyeshadow palette, and remember that alcohol 99 I showed you earlier with the brushes, and to wipe the handles down of your brushes. I just had this little bottle sitting in my bathroom, and I just spray down my shadow palettes, my own personal ones. Now, mind you, if you're gonna be doing a lot, make sure you're in a well-ventilated area. It is strong, it is alcohol 99. Wear a mask if you want to. I've done that before when I'm doing a lot of cleaning, and that's all you need to do. You don't wanna drench it or saturate it that much. You just wanna do a light spray, and I promise you that will keep it clean. And then if you want to really do detail work, which is what I do, I will spray the Q-tip. And I'll go through here just to keep it nice and clean, put it on a tissue and do the same. Now, if you really want to get in there, because sometimes when I'm working a job where I'm working with multiple clients and I'm using the same color, and I'll see that when I've dipped into a lot, I will actually just spray it on the Q-tip, and then I'll wipe it over that one specifically. And you can do that if you need to do that. That's totally fine as well. And I promise you, it's not going to hurt your products. It's alcohol, and I know it will dissipate quickly, but it will also kill any bacteria. Clean the mirror. Usually just take that towel, Q-tip, or napkin, since I have that right here. Clean the mirror off. Clean all the packaging outside, just like that. Very easy, easy. Now with my lipsticks, well, again, since I work with multiple clients, I'm very, very particular with how I do this. And if you've worked with me before, then you know that I do this. I spray down the lipstick. I just spray right directly on that. I'll wipe it down like this with a clean napkin or tissue. Then I actually use a spatula to shave off the color I'm going to use. And then I take a lip brush and then I apply it just like that. Very, very easy. Now, if this is your own lipstick, spray it down, wipe it down, and then just put the lid on it. Now, again, getting particular, you can spray alcohol 99 in the lid. Do that. Take a Q-tip or a napkin and just go through it. Nice and clean, see? Nice and clean. Now, I also do the same with my cream products, like my highlighter right here. This one actually looks a little, this is my personal one. So, we're not perfect, okay? I do the best I can. I try to remember, and like sometimes we're in a hurry, you know this. Spray that down, and I will just take, again, napkin, just wipe it down, this. Now, if this is in my professional kit, I actually do like a layer completely off because it just grosses me out. It's completely up to you. You could just spray it, wipe it down, you're done. You don't have to take the top layer off. Here's a question I get a lot of, and this happens when I use more like tinted moisturizer or a moisturizing product. I don't know if you can see that, let me see. Where it gets this film, like almost a hard film or a hard surface. I'm gonna show you two ways to get rid of that. You can just take Scotch tape. I don't know if we're gonna see it very well on here. Press it on there, and you just peel it off. And it just takes off the top layer. I don't know if you can see that. Just takes off that top oily film. Just like that, it's so easy. It's very, very effective. Or you can just spray a Q-tip and go back over, and that will take it off as well. I prefer the tape because it's just instant gratification. I can see it going away right away. So after I get all, I'm just gonna do this while we're doing this video. Spray it down. Oh, and I forgot to mention, after you spray, just let it sit out until it's dry. It won't take very long, but just give it a minute or so. And as you can tell, this one's really, it's really bad. So again, you can take a towel, you can just spray it down with alcohol or a tissue and just go back through. See, nice and clean. There you go, very easy, keeps it really clean, hygienic. Again, like I told you, you have those products where you're like, I use this every day, why don't I spray it every day? But if you just used it, spray it down, let it sit out while you're doing your lipstick or whatever it is, pop it back in your drawer, your bag, easy, easy. So let that dry, put that away. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how to clean like your actual cleansers, like the ones that are sitting in the shower. Sometimes it'll just get that film on there as well. And again, you can take paper towels, you can take tissue, do this. You can use just soapy water to wipe the whole, wipe down the whole packaging. But alcohol 99 is my friend. Again, well ventilated space. Just wipe it down. Easy, easy, and then goes back on the shower. So I do that often. with some of my cream products, do the same thing. I will take a Q-tip and go back through and do the same thing. Just wipe around here. Wipe here. Very easy, nice and clean. And then I will spray or use the soapy water. There we go. Nice and clean. And especially, you know how you get cream around the rings right here? Yeah, that always grosses me out. You can even use it for things that have little spouts. What's great is that air doesn't get in there, but you can just take a little pointy Q-tip, get in it that way if you really wanted to, spray that with alcohol first, then put that in there. Okay, so now we're gonna get into expiration dates. When does this lipstick expire? Is this old? Should I throw this out? Very, very easy to figure out. Firstly, when you get a product, usually it'll always be on the box. That is a definite thing. But what I'm finding is that more than ever is that you're finding it actually on the product. So it will say this one has 12M, which means, let me see if that. It comes through. 12M. It means 12 months from when you open it that it will be good for, that it'll be effective. Shelf life, basically. Now, powders like eyeshadows, blushes, bronzers, you get the drift. Those will last past the expiration date if you're keeping it sanitized and clean like that. You can have those for a little bit longer. Now, for most skincare, you're gonna really wanna finish them off by the expiration month. So, and if you have more natural or more clean products, you're gonna find that they're less months a lot of times. Not always, but this one's 9 months. This is Ren. Okay, here's a big one, is mascara, okay? With mascara, most of them do say 6 months. I'm sure you could see that. 6 months on the box. But here's the deal. Now, in my pro kit, if I'm, maybe not working as much, or if I'm not using this particular mascara as often, 6 months is fine. But if I'm using it on a regular basis, which right now, it depends. I may be putting on makeup once, twice a week. So yeah, I'll keep it for 6 months. But my usual rule of thumb is 3 months, because eye infections. It's in your eye area. We get a lot of goop in there. A lot of things go into your eye. Trust me, 3 months when you're using it on a regular basis. And I always write down the month I open it up. So this one has 5 on it. And you can, if you have a label maker, if you want to get all fancy, do a label maker, do that. And then I'm not going to put the year, because usually it's going to be within the year. And so I'm going to know 3 months from now I'm going to dump this. So trying to think of anything else that I've missed. That's basically it. That's my whole sanitizing, cleaning, my brushes, and my makeup, my other products, to keep them nice, clean, and sanitized. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you learned something, please like it, please subscribe to my channel, and please share this video. I have no problem. You do not have to message me to share it. Please share any of my videos. I just appreciate you taking the time to watch. Anyway, please be well, and till next video. Thanks. Bye, guys.